Hi there, you found Queen Bee Crafts, my channel all about my crafting life. My name is Eve, my pronouns are she, her, and this is Flosstube episode number 11. If you are new here, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you are a returning friend or subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, I really appreciate you. Today is a video about cross stitch. So I'm going to go through things that I've been working on, plans that I have, stuff that I've bought. It's been a few weeks longer than I would have liked it to have been since I filmed last. For some reason this year has been the year of the sick, and I've been twice sick in the last 2 months, which is not fun. And you can probably hear it a little bit still in my voice that I'm recovering from a sinus infection, and so I might have a little bit of a choppy video today where I have to pause for coughing breaks and sips of my water. So let's just try and get through this because I have quite a bit to talk about since it has been, I think, 5 or 6 weeks since I last chatted with y'all. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. I've got 3 new starts, I've got 5 whips, and yeah, cool. Okay, first of all is the sal that everybody's working on, it feels like. This is the Deadly Aquarium sal by Lola Cross Stitch. This came out the day that I recorded my last video, or the day after. So I have started this since I saw y'all last, and I also have finished the frame. So here is my Deadly Aquarium frame. This is stitched on 18 count Tangled Up in Blue by Stitchman Darcy over on Etsy. He also has a super fun, chaotic Flosstube channel, so you should go check him out. And I just used the DMC and I stitched this 1/1. And I am so excited for the first exhibit release. It was teased that exhibit 1 is going down here, so I think that is next week. It's either this week or next week. I should probably check. But I'm very, very, very happy with how this is coming along. So that is my Deadly Aquarium. And next I have my start for Earth Day, which was on April 22nd. I am stitching this pattern, which is from the Cross Stitch for the Earth book by Emma Congdon. They don't have names in the book, so I'm calling this one Take Care. And this, I think I need to put this on my board, or at least hold the board behind it, is where I got to. So this is just the center of the pattern, just the R. But I think that it's going to look so good on this fabric. I know I didn't want to do it on pure white. So this is 36 count Winter Moon. And I'm using the DMC and stitching 1/1. Sorry, 1/2. Because it's 36 count. And so that's my small start on Take Care. And probably need to put more stitches into this one. I know some people, when they have a new start, they say, oh, I want to put 500 stitches into my new start or 1,000 stitches or something, so it's not just so pitiful. Luckily, I did get a full letter done on this one, and I didn't just, you know, put 50 stitches in and say, okay, I'm done. But I probably do need to at least put a little bit more, maybe the banner in. We'll see. Alright, and my last new start since I saw y'all last is my contribution to the Manning May Sal. Canvas Stitcher, Megan, the Seattle Stitcher, Bridget, the Museum Stitcher, and Marjorie Maid have encouraged us to stitch a Carolyn Manning design in the month of May. So I waffled about which one I wanted to stitch first, because I have a list of maybe like 8 that I think are beautiful. But I did finally settle on this one, Sunflower Symphony. And it's not your typical, like how all the colors are everywhere, full coverage. It's more of a tiled design, and I think it's really beautiful. Sunflowers are my favorite flower, so I am excited to have this one done, and it will most likely go in my kitchen because my kitchen theme is navy blue and sunflowers. So I have just gotten a pretty decent start on the border. And this fabric is 18 count vintage by Zweigart. So it is one of the printed fabrics. It's white on this side. And I'm stitching this one 2/1 on 18 count, which is not my usual, but I definitely wanted the colors to be more vibrant on this one. So yeah, I have just, you know, done a good chunk of the border. This will be the very top start of the motif there, and I'm debating whether or not I want to like do the motifs like on this side before I work all the way around, in case I miscounted on this border. I could also, it's not that many stitches, I could just count them again. Yeah, we'll probably do that. So hopefully the next time you'll see this, I will complete the border, because border stitching is my least favorite type of stitching, and I want to get that done before I put the fun stuff in, so that I don't get done with the fun stuff and then just have to do border. So there is Sunflower Symphony. Okay, and now we get to talk about my whips, which are works in progress. So these are projects that I had been working on previously that you've already seen progress on, but they're not done yet. So the first thing that I picked up was Cosmic Lover, and this is a artwork that was done by MedusaDollmaker. I have the GeckoRouge kit. Unfortunately, her artwork is no longer offered through GeckoRouge. However, she does have a website where you can purchase these patterns and stitch them if you would like, and I will link that down below. So this is where I was previously and where I am now. So I'm making decent progress on this. Obviously it's a big piece and it's going to take me a very long time, especially since I'm pretty much only picking this up like 1 or 2 days a month, on the 17th and 18th. 17th of September is my birthday. I started this on January 17th, and I'm kind of working on it every month until my birthday, and I'm going to start another MedusaDollmaker for my birthday. But this pretty much only gets progress on 1 or 2 days out of the month. But I think I made pretty good progress since the last time you saw this, and I'll pick this up again this month since it is not yet the 17th. Because I'm filming, I don't know if I mentioned that I'm filming on May 16th. So that is my Cosmic Lover, and that one is on the Kit 28 count Easy Grid, and I'm using the Kit Floss, stitching 1/1 on 28 count, so it is teeny tiny. Alright, next up is my beautiful lady. This is Candie. The art is by Erin Culpeper, and it's charted by my friend Kat of Whittier Stitches. This lovely lady is now the center of a sal, so every time I post about her I will be using that hashtag, which is Curvy Candy Sal or Unique is Beautiful, and it's hosted by Britches Skip Stitches and I can't remember the other person, I'm sorry. I will link them down below, don't you worry. So this is where Candie was before and where she is now. She has a face. She still needs hair, but she has a face. She's no longer just big old shrimp arm. So this is 32 count gingerbread by Picture This Plus, and I am stitching the blue conversion with Skin Tone 2, and she is looking beautiful. I am not looking forward to all of the skirt because that is a ton of stitching, but at least now she has a face, and that is definitely motivation more to work on her and get her done, because I would like her to be done by October for Queen City Stitch Retreat. I would like to bring her and put her on the brag table. So I probably need to pull her out every day, so I should put her back on a Q-snap and see if I can maybe do like 100, 150 stitches a day, which should get me much closer to having her done by October. So there is my Candie. She's so pretty. Oh, I love her. Love, love, love. Alrighty. Next up is the Femurs and Fungi Sal. This is a pattern by Fine Frog Stitching. It's a mystery stitch along. I'm a little bit behind. I think the next drop has come out and I am not done with the previous frame, but here is where it was the last time y'all would have seen it, and where I am now. So this was the first release, this cat skull, and then we had these potion bottles. The third is this femur with the chanterelle mushrooms, which I'm not quite done with yet. So I probably need to pick this one back up today or tomorrow. We'll see. The next drop comes out tomorrow. So we'll see. I might get a little bit behind on this one, but luckily each drop is so small, like each of the things that fills these frames are so little that it shouldn't be that hard to catch back up. So my Femurs and Fungi. I absolutely love this one. It is so fun, you know, like there are some projects that you stitch because like, oh, they're so beautiful and majestic and just awe-inspiring. This is just cute and fun and just like brings me joy because it's just so quirky and like I don't really know how to put it into words. It's just that feeling. Anyways, the next project that I worked on is another SAL. This one is by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This is the Enchanted Realms SAL, and I am behind. I should have the next part that was released in April close to finished by now, but I got behind because of being sick and things. But this is where it was the last time y'all would have seen it, and here it is now. Sorry, dropping it all over the place. So this release has unicorns and a rainbow, and I have one, I guess, are they Pegasus when they can fly and unicorns when they can't? Because these can fly, so I think they might be Pegasus, but they do have horns. Who knows? So I need to catch up on this because they are very cute, and all of the releases for this pattern so far have been adorable, and I'm looking forward to having this one done. But it definitely feels like a lot of work because there are so many like little motifs, little doodads in between each of these like bigger parts of the pattern that it feels like so much stitching because you're constantly changing colors. So we'll see. This one might fall behind a little bit as well, but that's mostly because that the Aquarium has kind of taken the driver's seat of things that I want to work on. So I'll get back to that eventually. My goal is to get all of the mystery stitch alongs that I have going done like within the year, like by the end of this year, which I don't think is that unreasonable. However, I do have lots of planned starts throughout the year, and also who knows if I'm inspired to start things or, you know, keep up with things with my friends or whatever. So I don't think I mentioned that Femurs and Fungi is on 18 count Mystic by Picture This Plus, and that one is 1/1 with the call for DMC. And my Enchanted Realms is on 18 count Very Light Pewter, which is a Whittier fabric. I'm also stitching that one 1/1 with the call for DMC. Alright, last whip. And this one has not gotten as much work on it as I would have liked, and that is the No Time Like the Present by Modern Folk Embroidery, the 2024 stitch along. This is where it was the last time y'all would have seen it, and here it is now. So I'm almost done filling in this section. I've got just a little bit more on the lighter blue, the lighter teal color in this section, and then I can start working farther down. I think what I want to do moving forward on this one, instead of working in the sections that Jacob has kind of delegated for each month, I think I just want to stick this in a Q-snap on one side and work as much as I can in the Q-snap on one side, and then move to the other side, which may or may not be more more than is like delegated per the way that he laid out the stitch long. This one is also on 18 count, very light pewter, and I'm using DMC 3847 and 3849. And this one's also 2/1. And those are all my whips. Let's talk about haul, I guess. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my beverage. I have quite a bit of haul. This is fabric and floss of the months. This is going shopping. This is purchases that I made a while ago that have just arrived. So if you're not a fan of haul, between seeing things and being enabled, or thinking like I spend a lot for this channel, I don't. I love the new things that are out. And I think cross stitch has come back into popularity, especially in the last 4 years, and there are so many things out there now, as opposed to when I first started stitching, when it was just white Aida and DMC. So I tend to go a little bit crazy, but I do use and love everything that I have, and the things that I don't use after a certain amount of time to get recycled, in the sense of sent to friends or resold or donated. So don't worry, I'm not just hoarding stuff as much as I want to. Tangent over haul. Back in November, I want to say. It could have also been like this time last year. No, I take that back. It was in February that the Starlight Stitchery released their Cottage core box, and I did order a full box, and it has arrived. I have looked through this. I love everything in here. I am going to do a full unboxing, hopefully soon. Maybe I'll film that right after this. We'll see. And everything in here is beautiful. All the patterns are beautiful. They do a great job with their boxes, and everything that they include in them are just fabulous. So if you have not bought a cross-stitch box from Starlight Stitchery, I would highly recommend it. I think they just announced the theme of the next box, and it's like dark fairy tales, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I will include that information down below. So that's my first bit. And then we have the bucket. I did change from my normal black bucket because I wanted to put things back away on my shelf. So, new bucket for cross stitch stuff. But first, I would like to go through this cute little bag, which was my shopping from yesterday. I was coming home from visiting my family up in Northern Virginia, and I have to pass through Williamsburg to get back to where I live in Virginia Beach. So I said, this is the day. I'm going to Liberty Hill Needleworks. And they are a needlework shop in Williamsburg. They are fantastic. It is enormous inside. They have so much stuff to the point where I walked in and I was overwhelmed. Especially their fabric selection. Like, I love Dying to Stitch. That's my local needlework store. But their fabric selection is just okay. It's mostly because Dying to Stitch and R&R Reproductions are owned by the same people. So they sell a lot of, what's going on with my hair? They sell a lot of their fabric in the store, which I love. I love R&R, don't get me wrong. But I was able to find some stuff that I had never seen before at Liberty Hill. So they packaged up my bag really cute with this tissue paper. So I'm going to pull that out as quietly as I can. And I got a little bit of everything. I got a pattern, I got some needle minders, I got floss, some needles, I think. So we'll go through all of it. So first I bought one of Erin Elizabeth's new tiers. This one came out at Market, and this is the Stitchy tier. I think out of all of the tiers that she released in March, this was my favorite. So I picked this up, and then I also, because I want it very, very small, this is a what is this, 61 by 91. It's already a very small pattern. I wanted it teeny, so I'm going to stitch it on this, which is Moon Shadow by Seraphim in a 40 count. And I've never stitched on Seraphim fabrics before, so I'm excited to try this out. And because it's so little, I only needed an 1/8. I think I will only need actually a 16th. I think I can use the other half of this maybe for another one of these tiers. We'll see. But so these were like my two bigger purchases, and I'm very excited. Next, they have a board of needle minders that are up for purchase. So I did buy 2. They are both cat themed. This cat says, "I do what I want," and the heart says, "This project may contain cat hair," which are very true in all of my projects. I have a lint roller that I use on the daily, but it doesn't always help, so all my projects have a little bit of my boys stitched into them, and I love these. These are so fun and cute. And the magnets are like very strong, like crazy strong. Anyways, so needle minders, pattern, fabric, and then I got some other small stuff. Let me take it out of this bag here. Alright. First things first, I was able to complete my DMC variations collection. So now I have all of them. I was only missing these 6. So I was able to find those and pick those up. I also got a skein of Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. I have been searching for Gentle Art Onyx for months and no one has it. So this seemed like a very close substitute for Gentle Art Onyx, which I'm going to stick this in with my Away We Ride, which is what I need it for. If I can find Onyx before I restart Away We Ride in October, I will use that. But if I can't find it, we're gonna use this. And then the last two things I got were, I don't have any beading needles, and I wanted to make sure I had some before I had to bead Candie, and I also got the other Mill Hill beads that I needed for her as well. So now she is completely kitted. I have all of her accoutrement, and that is everything that I bought at Liberty Hill. Let's talk, I don't know if you could see that. Let's talk fabric of the month. I get BeStitchMe, I get Fiberlicious semi-fibers, and I get Millennial Fabrics. So let's see. Where is my Millennial Fabrics? What's this one? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so BeStitchMe. I get a 1/4 of a yard in 36 count. And here is the April fabric from BeStitchMe. I'm usually late on these from when people have received it, so I think I'm safe to actually tell you the names. Because most people would have seen their colors by now. If they haven't, it's weird. So this is April Showers. This is beautiful color. I kind of have an idea of what I might put on this already, but plan's still up in the air. And then Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. This is Magnolia Magic, and I also get a 1/4 of a yard, 36 count. That's just beautiful. I need to figure out what to do with some of my Fiberlicious fabrics because they're always so like specific, so colorful. And lastly is my fabric from Millennial Fabrics. This one I get 18 count for that 1/4. If I can open the bag. This one is absolutely stunning. It's called Locust Tree. And I need to look up what a locust tree is because I've never heard of one before. But here is that. So pretty. Ugh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so those are all my fabrics of the month. From, go back in the bag, thank you. From Stacy over at Thread the Needle Stitchery and Athena Stitching Goddess Designs, I get a thread pack each month, and this is who it was inspired by and the colors. And they're just so beautiful, lilacs and pinks, just so pretty. So there are those. Lastly, I have been following, supporting, and overall just being a good friend to Sarah over at Millennial Fabrics, who is now a LLC. They are a online needlework store. So she does weekly or bi-weekly. I'm not entirely sure what her schedule is going into things now that this is more of a regular occurrence. But she does like live streams to show off new additions to the store, and you're allowed to like say, oh, me, I want that, and just snag it live during the stream. So I'm trying to pull things out from the many packages that I have received in the last couple of weeks from her, so that I can show you all of the craziness. And by craziness, I mean goodness, because oh my gosh, their fabric is phenomenal. And being able to get needle minders and floss and patterns as well from her, just over the moon. So let's see, from one of my first orders with her, I purchased a couple of patterns and floss and fabric. So this was the first order. I bought a 40 count cut of their neutral oat milk, which these bags never want to open for me. It's just so pretty. I love this. To figure out what to put on here. Just this, such beautiful modeling. They do such a good job. So there's that. And then I bought the new Classic Colorworks colors that were released at market. Weather Vane, Misty Mauve, and London Fog. And with those you get a pattern from, oh, it's upside down, from Little House Needleworks. So either stitch this with whatever, or you could stitch it with these colors. We'll see what I decide to do. And then I also bought the Honeybee Quaker from Primrose Cottage, because look at how cute. And those colors, like, come on. Yellow and teal, that is the best combination. So that was my first order with her. And then things got out of hand. I joined her Classic Colorworks thread club. I joined her Gentle Arts thread club. And then she basically, right before Fabric of the Month ships out, she's like, hey, we're about to ship out. Anything else you want to add to your order? And of course I'm like, yes, please. So This was the April Classic Colorworks Thread Club that they have curated. She's guaranteed that they aren't going to repeat colors, but they aren't going in alphabetical order or anything like that. So this collection is so fun, so bright. This is Marmalade, Baking Tin, Mold Berries, Ladybug, and Cloud. And then I picked up 1, 2, 4 smaller cuts of fabric. This is 18 count Harmony. Just partially get it in there. This is 18 count Dream House. Oh my lord. That's so fun! Oh my gosh. Dream House. And then this is 18 count Neptune. And this one also 18 count, yeah, 18 count Moonstone. Beautiful. So I figure I get these, just these little, they're more the offcut pieces, and I can do smalls on them. Or, you know, if a medium size fits on one, that would be great too. So I grabbed those fabrics. And let's see. And I also asked Sarah if she could buy for me the Gentle Art for Away We Ride, because I was having a hard time finding them in my local needlework store. So she was able to get the colors that I needed for that pattern, except for Onyx. So if you know of a place that has Onyx in stock, please let me know. Okay, then there were needleminders. Oh boy. I might have gone a little crazy with the needleminder situation, but they're just so fun and I love collecting them. So I got this little cute cat in a teacup, this black floral cat silhouette, this cat, black, curled up in a ball with the flowers, and a rainbow. So I'm adding 6 needleminders to my collection. And then I also asked Sarah if she would consider carrying thread conditioner or beeswax or something like that. She put both in her store, and I said I want one of each so that I can try them out. I've already used the beeswax a little bit. It's okay. I'm not entirely sure I'm sold, but it works pretty well. I haven't used the Thread Magic yet, which is thread conditioner. I want to read and see what this is, because I don't see on here. It says it's better than wax, but I want to know what it is before I start sliding my thread through it. So I'm excited to try this one out, use this one a little bit more, see how I like it, and especially for the projects that I use 2 strands for, I want to see if this helps them lie any flatter. Alright, and then last but not least, Sarah is hosting a sale for her birthday. I need to start this month, if possible. This is by Robin Pickens, Robin's Spring, and it is so cute, so pretty. So I got that pattern, and then lastly, I asked Sarah to surprise me with a Silver Creek Samplers pattern and a fabric that she thought it would look really good on. So I sent her like 15 patterns from Silver Creek that I don't have, and she picked this one, which is Introverted, and it says introverted but will eagerly discuss everything cross stitch. And the Museum Stitcher, I saw finish this one, and it's so cute. So she picked this one out for me, and 18 count fawn to stitch it on. So I'm like so happy that she was able to do that for me, and it's just very sweet. And Sarah's an awesome person. Please go follow her Flosstube, follow her on Instagram, check out her website. I'll link all those down below, and just give her support, because it's her small business that is taking off, and just give her all the love. So that is all of my haul. I'm looking around me, there is a huge mess. I don't have any Flosstubers that I have like that are new that I've been watching. Just watching all my typical people. But I'm just so happy with, you know, making new friends and getting involved in things. I guess I can talk a little bit about my plans for the end of this month going into June. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, like 5 projects that I need to finish kitting. Scissor Sampler by Tell an Emblem, How Doth the Busy Bee by Modern Folk Embroidery. I wanted to start that one this month, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we're gonna try. I need to buy Queen Bee by, I think it's Classic Colorworks. That's the floss that I want to use, that I've been seeing everyone stitch that pattern in. And then I might use BeStitchMe Blue Moon as my fabric, but unsure still. Cross that bridge soon. And then I have plans for June. I'm gonna stitch a Smooth Sea, which is from one of my cross stitch for the Heart, Soul, Earth. I don't think it's cross stitch for the Earth. By Emma Congdon. One of the books has this pattern in it, and I want to start that one in June, as well as Kawaii Cat by Una Buena Pieza on Etsy. And then also my Season of the Bird Sal will continue in June when we transition from spring into summer on the 20th, and I will start Summer Bird. So yeah, and then there's also this pattern by Autumn Lane Stitchery called Lovebirds. This one is the unofficial stitch along for the Queen City Stitch Retreat. And so I want to start this one. Yeah, at least start it before October. And I'll bring it to retreat with me and maybe I'll stitch on it a little bit. I think I have it all the way kitted. Double check. But as Marjorie Maid likes to say, they are hopes and dreams, not so much plans, because it's what I'd like to get done, but we'll see if it actually ends up getting done. And that is everything that I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching and hanging around this long. I know it was a lot. It's been longer than I would have liked. Hopefully my throat clears up and I can get back onto my regular filming schedule. I'm shooting for every 3 weeks. So I will see you all the next time that I see you, and until then, happy stitching.
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again.